Hello there, this is Ananya, and today we are going to be doing a very simple project, but trust me, it's going to be really exciting because I actually had a fun time creating this myself. Well, as you all could already see by the heading, that we are building a dictionary today. Now, it's a very simple process, but we're going to learn quite a few new different libraries today and modules. And the interesting part is you just don't have to sit and read the definitions of the word you search, but also you get to listen to them. That's pretty interesting, right? Well, it's just a combination of a few modules and a few basic Python concepts that we all obviously know. And so let's just hop right into it. And I'm going to come back to which libraries do we need in detail. Anyway, you'll be getting all the data, these, what do we say, the program, right? The code, the data, whatever you need, I'll be providing everything. So no worries about that. So for now, it's going to be a short one. Just stay with me till the end so that you understand what you're doing, because that's very important. Now, let's actually come to the main program wherein we take the input. I hope you all can see this. Let me just increase the font. Okay. So again, this is going to be a normal loop that we take. Now, while the user's choice is equal to y, which we keep that so globally, we take the input as to what the user wants to search. After that, I'll come to why we are using lower in just a bit. Then what we do is, in a variable result, we store the return value of the function extract. Now, what does extract return? Basically, it returns the definition of the word that is to be searched. Now, where are all these definitions being stored? Well, that is the JSON file. Okay. Now, have a look at the JSON file here. It's basically named as data.json. And this is how it's written. It starts and ends with curly braces, and you have a key value pair, just like a dictionary. Okay. So this is the key, this is its value. For example, let's take a word accident. Okay, can you see it? Accident here, which is the key, and it has many possible answers to it, such as an unexpected unfortunate mishap, or failure, or loss of the potential. Okay, and that's basically it. That's the first one. Then you have a second one, an event that happens suddenly or by chance without an apparent cause. Alright, so this is how your JSON file looks like. Coming back to our code. Next, let's see the extract function. Okay. So now, what if I given the word rain or toy? I've just given the proper spelling and everything. And yes, it does exist in the data file, the JSON file. I'm going to simply return data of word. Why is that so? Because just like in dictionary, we can say whatever your dict.key or dict.value, however you want to call it. Similarly, you call this using square brackets. So data of word. And now, next point is, why did we give lower here? Because what if the user gave capital RAIN? Then it's not going to match with the key, right? So we know that everything in the dictionary file or the data file is in lowercase. So we'll convert it into lowercase. That's pretty much it. Now let's check out other possible cases. What if I made a spelling mistake with the word, let's say, psychiatrist, or let's say toy. I gave TOYY or TOOYY. In that case, how does Google help us out, or any search engine for the matter? It says, did you mean this? And then if you click on that, you get the same correct output again. Well, that's what we need to do here also, right? Since this is a virtual dictionary. So what we do is, we use this library known as difflib. Okay, you don't have to pip install it, that's not necessary. So from difflib, import get close matches. You all can understand by the meaning here itself that you've got to say get close matches. It'll find the closest ones for you. Now what it does is it takes in various parameters, that is word, that is firstly whatever you want to search, and next you have data.keys. Now what is data.keys? It'll find something similar. So this is the word you want to search and find from this data.keys whatever similar you find from the keys only, nothing else. And next you can give n, like the number of let's say closest matches that you need, and it starts from the highest to the lowest match inside a list. So if I have RAI, so it'll return rain first because that's the highest probability, and so on. So data.keys, now if that is greater than 0, right? Because yeah, something needs to exist, right? And hence the length should be greater than 0, the list length. Then we give, did you mean this? If yes, hit Y, otherwise no. Now if the choice is yes, that by RAINN I actually meant RAIN, then we are simply going to return data of what? Remember we had used word here, that is we actually need to get the value of the key. Similarly, you return this, the same thing, get close matches, word, data dot keys. So it will return rain, get close matches, the function returns rain, right? And of that, you select only the first value because that has the highest probability, right? Let me just write this for you. For example, there are quite many values that you have here. I'm just writing random things. Okay, you find 5-6 values given to you, and from that, from this entire list, you select only the 0th one, which gives you rain, and hence you basically say return data of rain. I hope you all got it. It's actually pretty simple. I hope you all could imagine that out. Next, if the length is also not greater than 0, that is no match could be found, plus the word does not exist in the data, all you say is that sorry, that couldn't be found. All right, out here in this else statement, and this else statement is basically for, let's say I gave something like psychiatrist and it did not, I made a spelling mistake with that and nothing could be found, and they asked me, did you mean this? And I say, no, I didn't mean that. Well, they say, sorry, unfortunately, we don't have the meaning of the word. Please try again. All right, that's basically everything that you have to do, nothing else. That's all you need for your dictionary. Now, when you return it, it basically comes back to you as a string, right? Now, I'll come to this part again in just a bit. Now, for I range length of result, what you do is you concatenate, okay, it's returning a list to you, right? Because in the data dot, not a string, in the data.json, the value is in the form of a list. So we need to convert that to a string, right? Because we don't want a list getting printed. So we convert each item of the list into a string. And then what I want to do is I want to speak it out, not just print it, but say it also. And that's where, okay, just hold it there, okay? Just hold it. Let me just finish this off. Wherever the match is not there or the word isn't found, I'm not returning that statement, okay? Because I don't want that to be processed. So I simply say, print it here and then speak it. Don't return anything. And hence, as usual, functions always return something. So if the result is equal to none, then just ask that if he or she wants to continue again, all right? That's basically it. I don't want it processing any none statements out here. Now, again, remember the point where we held on to, that is this module, pyttsx3. All right. So this is basically one of the sound modules. You won't need play sound here. I was actually trying out some other stuff. I'm not sure why I wrote Kinter also. Also, yeah, from Kinter, what you can do is, instead of making this a command line or any normal Python program, it's your job. Okay, here's your task. You convert it into a GUI format. Okay, that's going to be lovely. Do that. That's your task. And if you do so, please tell me in the comment section. I'll be glad to know that you all performed it. All right, moving ahead. Taking your sound module, your Python sound module from here, what you do is you first globally just initialize the engine, And I'm going to set the rate to 125, otherwise it gets pretty fast, okay? Just set property and the rate should be 125. Now, you can change it according to however you like it. And let's come here. Now you give engine.say and whatever string or any variable which has a string stored inside it that you want to speak. Then you run it and wait maybe for any prompt. And otherwise, this is very important, engine.stop. Now, yes, to be frank, I had issues with figuring this out properly, but yes, the one that is actually on your screen at the moment will work perfectly. And that's basically it. I'm going to go ahead and run this and let's see how this works out. There you go. You have entered the word you want to search. I'm going to take toy. All right, let's see what happens now.
An object designed for amusement or play, usually intended for children to use.
You see that? Could you all hear that? Pretty nice, right? Now let's go ahead and continue searching for meanings. Let's give a wrong spelling now and let's see what happens. What do you want me to give? Let me see if garden is present in here. Let me make it a double N, all right? Okay, there you go. You see, it gives us, did you mean garden? Oh yes, of course I meant garden. I'm going to go ahead and type Y.
A piece of land next to a house where flowers and other plants are grown and which often has an area of grass. To grow plants in a garden. To create or maintain a garden.
Isn't that nice? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some gibberish word and see what it says. I'm going to continue. And here's my random word which makes no sense at all.
This word doesn't exist in the dictionary. Please try again.
Nice, right? Okay, now this is all about it. I really hope you all enjoyed. And now I'm going to close this video. Again, try out a GUI form for yourself and tell me in the comment section. All right, bye-bye. I hope you all enjoyed.